And we are back again. So this next song that we are going to do is another one that goes way back. In fact, it was my first attempt at trying to play any kind of jazz fusion. The song is called Crying in Hotel Sordie. Now, it's kind of a dreary, moody...
I always thought it was Crying for Hotel Sordie.
No, Crying in, and I'm going to explain why.
And I thought it was at. Crying at.
Okay. Interesting.
We have finally set the record straight after 50 years. 40 maybe. This song goes way back. It was the first attempt that I ever did to be able to write, jazz or instrumental type of music. And but I had a really heavy rock tone. I don't even know to say that it was Larry Carlton. Is more like maybe a Carlos Santana or an Al Di Meola.
Jeff Beck,
maybe like Jeff Beck, although it had just kind of a slightly Latinish type of a feel. But for the dark brooding song that it is, the name of it, Hotel Sordie, comes from a TV show that Mark and I used to watch quite a bit in the early 80s, which was the Benny Hill Show. I don't know that I can really admit that now, but he had this recurring act where they would go to this place called Hotel Sordie. And the whole thing about naming jazz songs is such a pretentious thing because, especially when they're an instrumental. And I always felt like jazz guys tend to be kind of awkward and they don't know how to talk to people and they're introverted and they
especially girls
play their act. Well, that's the thing. And so you'll hear them, they'll write songs like Bossa for Cheryl, or something like that because they're trying to impress their woman. And I remember reading an interview with Steve Morse in Guitar Player Magazine. Remember when we all read Guitar Player Magazine? And he was saying that when he was playing a concert...
Wait, you had to go to the store and get it actually?
You actually had to go and buy it. That's right.
Oh, my word.
I still do.
Yeah, well.
He finds the vintage shops. and Steve Morse made the comment that he played this show at the Bottom Line, which was a renowned... nightclub in New York City. Everybody played there. Bruce Springsteen got one of his big starts right there. Doesn't exist anymore. Very few nightclubs do. But anyway, he said he acknowledged that you would have all of these guys that would come in with their girlfriends and they'd be watching him and that the girls would all be bored stiff. and he says, I know that all of these guys, the girls only came in with their guys because, they made them. They wanted to be across town watching the Hall & Oates concert. And that's really is what jazz music is that it's, my brother said it's a narrow beam. And I understand that, and not everyone is going to like it. But still, it's a song that goes way back.
But so is Neil Young. He's got pretty narrow beam.
He does have a narrow beam. It's wide for some people. It's real narrow for me.
There could be a train coming.
But it goes back to okay. So let's talk Neil Young just for a second, because when we offended one of our listeners, because the thing is that there's something about when we like music or we like a sports team or whatever it is we like, and then somebody else doesn't like it, somehow we feel personally insulted, as if like they're saying that who you like isn't good, therefore you're no good. And I think that sometimes we internalize that.
It's like me. I'm a Giants fan. My wife is a Dodger fan. What could possibly go wrong?
Like John Wayne said in The Searchers, in Texas, that's grounds for divorce.
But we're in California, which is the same thing.
So you should be all right.
Yeah.
So anyway, but it's a song that I like, and some of these, jazz songs, I really had a tough time. I had to do multiple takes on them, especially the very clean George Benson-ish tones. Because you can hide a multitude of sins when you have distorted, and this is one that I nailed in one take.
Or reverb. Glenn taught me.
Or reverb.
A lot of reverb.
Reverb and distortion will hide that. So I hope that you enjoy this song. It's another one that goes way back.
And you know what? If you're enjoying this and you want to go on the ride with us and see what else we can do with our music, then rock our subscribe bar. That's what the main thing we want you to do. Rock our subscribe bar and give us a thumbs up and ring our bell, because
we want another nickel!